Hi all, I'm Pranita Pattikunda, a civil engineering graduate, currently working with Innoments as associate software engineer. As you all could see, there is something like trainee software engineer with Innoments. That was my previous position. Currently, I got a promotion as associate engineer. Yeah, first of all, in this session, I'll be telling you everything about me, like the journey and everything. I would like to start with my schooling itself. Uh, being a uh, being a villager, I've completed my schooling in Jilla Parishad High School, which is government school, and in Telugu medium itself. And I've secured 9.8 CGPA in my 10th class, and that made me a Mandal topper, and which led me to land in a renowned university, which is APIIIT, which I think most of you have known it. Um, Almost all of the AP people known it, I guess. And first 2 years went really well. But after 2 years, like after PUC, due to some health reasons, I had 1 year career gap. And after that, everything went well. And I've taken civil branch. But before going further, I would like to ask you all about. Uh, I would like to know something from you all. Like, how many of you are really? How many of you can relate? Like, you are also from non-IT background and also having career gap. There is a form rolling out down here in the video, so you can fill your form so that I can know how many of you are relating to me. I'll be watching that. I'll be getting to know so that after that we can go further. Please fill your responses. Please fill. Yeah, I can wait. Please fill. Okay, people are filling it. Mhm. I'm checking just how many people. I could see people are still filling. And yeah, S is 70% and no is 30%. Okay. So in this session, I could see 70%. Yes. Yeah, that's a good sign because everything I'm going to say you is going to clear most of your questions. This helps me, this motivates me too. Yeah. First of all, why did I take civil engineering? Or just like every other student or every other person, I also followed my friends and family and relatives. As everyone in my family are government employees, they also want me to be a government employee only, even after taking BTech. So in the BTech, as we all know that Civil engineering and mechanical engineering are the branches which led you to land in government jobs. So that's the only reason why I take civil engineering, because mechanical is something that is not my cup of tea, as I felt back then. So it went like that. Um, and after completing I successfully completed my BTech in civil engineering, and I also got opportunities in my core itself, and I landed in a job in campus placements itself, and I worked for it for some time. After that, I got to know that I would like to explore more. So I've landed in some other MNC, because previously I was working with a startup. So I moved on to MNC. I applied for it and I got it. I landed there, and I didn't feel like enough at that time. So I looked out for the other opportunities I can get. So during that time, from some of my friends, I got to know that there is some tech institute called Next Wave, and few other things were also there. I got to know about them too. Uh, like you all know, right? In Hyderabad, we have Amirpet and everything. But what is that something that attracted me to Next Wave is that uh, I've rolled out so many questions and I've got clarifications from my friends. And the top few things that got my attention are this this is the institution which is being led by IIT alumni, and there is vernacular learning, which is that something attracted me the most. And the third thing is that feasibility of learning because of the online sessions. Because as it is online and pre-recorded sessions, I can attend to the classes anytime I want, right? So that was the another best thing that led me here. So and after knowing all these things and considering every information I got, my friends, relatives, and every information source, I decided to join, and I joined in April 2021 itself, April 6th, 2021, and I joined my job and I landed on my post job on in tech career on December 6th, 2021. It exactly took 8 months to me. So that 8 months I'm going to explain you now. Yeah, actually, uh, anyhow, I landed here. I chose this and I started learning from here. So, how was the time at Next Week? Uh, First of all, uh, being any other non-technical graduate, I was also worried even after taking the first step. But that, uh, but there is something that gave me confidence is that Rahul sir's teaching. You all know that it's as simple as anyone can understand, right? So just like that, me being a non-tech graduate, I also was super comfortable with simplified learning from Rahul sir. The other thing is that vernacular learning, just like and just as I said before, also this vernacular learning is something. I'm a kind of person who believes in something which is if you learn or if you talk something in your um, mother tongue, that will directly reach us to your heart is what I strongly believe in. So for every time I learn a new thing in this curriculum, I'll be following Rahul sir's classes only. For the revision, I'll be having in any other language like English or Hindi. That is not a problem. Anyway, I'll be revisioning it in English itself, because I was already comfortable with Telugu, and I was already comfortable with the no, that technical thing, right? So I was revisioning it in another language. That's okay for me. And so the first thing is Rahul sir teaching. The second thing is that um, Rahul sir teaching. And one more thing I would like to mention you all is that XPM sessions. as you all know, there is professional mindset classes are there with from Deepthi ma'am, right? So those are the sessions that keep me motivated, and those are the sessions that prepared my mind that I can be able to do it. But how can I able to do it? Those were the those sessions were actually the answers to my questions, and those questions were those lessons were actually uh, helping me to keep me on track. Yeah, that's how I can define it. And the another thing is that apart from expressing my gratitude for Rahul sir and Dikti ma'am, there is one other thing ex- I can share you here is that those HTML and CSS things were the first thing I get to learn, right? We all get to learn HTML and CSS because HTML and CSS, what we are going to do is that whatever we are going to write, we could able to see it on the screen. So which actually telling you, or which is actually helping you to keep the track of your progress. You can see your progress on live. So that was something super helpful, and that was something helping me uh, to stick to this, and that was helping me to boost up the confidence, right? So it went like that. So after that, here comes my favorite subject, Python, which is as a only subject in my entire education. I got backlog. Like I got backlog in Python only. I can say that very proudly. So that when I get to see Python, I got scared. So, but that scares doesn't stop me because I have gained a little bit uh, confidence from Rahul sir's teaching, right? So, without stopping anymore, I listened and I followed Rahul sir's classes, and I, anyhow, I could complete the course. But what happened is that when I get to exposed to those assignments, as you all know, I think maybe or may not be most of you are knowing this, but in my times, like in 2021, uh, only after clearing the assignments only you will be entering to the next growth cycle. So these assignments were stopping me from going to the next growth cycles. I had to complete those assignments, but I couldn't complete them on the first go. So then I got to realize that okay, I learned uh, Python, but not up to the mark. Be- so that didn't stop me. But what I did back then, how did I face that challenge? Is that I took an entire week uh, to revise all those topics and make a note and complete those assignments as well. So that gave me a little bit confidence that okay, I can be able to do it and go further. But I seriously had that little bit of tension in my mind, but that didn't stop me as well because I cleared it. No, I got some, I gained some confidence as well. No, so it went like that. So after that, I got to introduced with in the next growth cycle. I got to introduce with SQL and JavaScript. SQL is something very easy and that didn't actually scare me. So it went in a smooth way. And when it comes to JavaScript, it it sounded so familiar to me, just like Python, because I will after revising that, at least after revising that, I become an expert in Python, right? So JavaScript was something I, I shouldn't be worried about. Like I already gained some knowledge. I get to introduce to this, and I feel like okay, I can do this anyway. So just like that, it went. But after that, here comes my devil, Node.js. Node.js is something in a single module, I should be writing everything in JavaScript itself. See, I learned ABCDs only, but I was to write a paragraph. So that was something that gave me scared, and it stopped me for a while, and I was struck. So what did I do when I got struck? What do you people think? Okay, without wasting further any time, I'm going to reveal it. After listening to the session once, I got scared a lot, and I gave this rating of 4 star only. I've been giving 5 star rating for every other session, but I gave only 4 star rating for that session, and I sit idle. I sat idle for some time, and to my surprise, I received a call from Next Wave team, say asking that, "Okay, Pranita, is everything well? What made you? We've observed that you've been giving 5 star for every other session, but you gave only 4 star rating for this session." I got surprised and I was struck too, because I didn't even me as a person, I won't be bothered about one person giving 1 star less, right? But they didn't neglect it. They called me and they asked everything and they cleared my doubts and they note down the feedback also. So they helped me in a such a way that I could able to understand Node.js well. So I understood Node.js really well after a little bit of struggle and practice. Mm, At the end of the day, the fruits were good. So everything was going so smooth with a little bit disturbance at Node.js session, right? So after that, I took a break of 1 to 1.5 months, which was actually very much needed. I had to support my family for 1.5 months for personal reasons. So what had happened at that time is that I couldn't come back normal. Uh, I already had 1.5 month break. I was not um, really in a position to sit for longer hours or practice more time for more time. I was procrastinating so much. I kind of say like zoned out. I can say myself like zoned out from learning. So then it what helped me? What do you people think that that made me to come back to my previous position? So everyone say that everyone suggests you to be consistent. Everyone says you to stick to the curriculum and everything, but no one will ever say you how, right? I thought like, okay, I was passing the time just like that, and I was just spending a few hours per day only. But then they introduced something called uh, like they were appreciating us, and sometimes if we are spending 10 hours means, okay Pranita, you have spent 10 hours means, which is a good thing, keep it up. If I'm spending 2 hours means, it's okay, you can spend more hours on tomorrow, please concentrate, just like that. There were messages I'm receiving from uh, ivcom. Those were and support, those were the things a little bit boost up. And that is actually that was not also a big booster, but there comes one more booster, which is a very major thing. I am damn sure that which is going to help you all, every other person in this meet. Yeah, the thing is, what do you all think that this is that it's a marathon, that is 30 days of coding challenge. How many of you are doing this coding challenge? Can I know? Please fill out your forms. I'm so much eager to know this. Are you all aware of this at least? Okay. can wait. In the same form. Oh, you can find out in the descriptions. Yeah. Sorry, fill out. Wow, I think many of you are still filling. Okay, I can wait for a few more seconds. Hey, really sorry, everyone. Really sorry, I was on mute. Yeah, the progress, the poll is saying that 52% of you are aware of it and following it. Good to know this, but not so good because I want all of you, at least 100% of you, I really mean it, 100% of you to follow this challenge with your LinkedIn. I'm going to tell you the perks of it as well in a minute. Yeah. Um, if you are really following this, this will make you reach your destination very sooner than your actual place. Okay. Okay. Like I said, the perks of following this 30 days of challenge is that, sorry, I should tell you what is this 30 days of challenge, right? As 48% of you doesn't know. Yeah, the thing is that we all have LinkedIn accounts, right? So if you don't have one, please have one because it's good to have a LinkedIn account being a professional or a student as well. Yeah, the thing is, uh, we are going just like Facebook, any other social media thing, we are going to post our everyday progress or whatever we have learned on this day. We will be posting the same thing on the same day by the end of the day, saying that hashtag 1 day of coding challenge. And just like that, I did it for the first time. I took 30 days of challenge, and then I took 50 days of challenge as well. And I was getting good reactions, and my page were like, I was reaching to many connections, and I built many connections. And few of the connections are HRs, which are recruiters also, who are still there with me on my LinkedIn account. So because of them, the perks are because of them. If you are about to if you are to look out for a change, or if you are looking out for a job, you will be directly connected to them. And I'm going to uh, reveal you the perks I've gained. going forward, I'll be revealing it. For now, I'm saying that I've got an opportunity in a AI ML department. Uh, I got a job opportunity in AML, but I was pretty much strict to one stack technologies only, so I denied it. See, being a non-technical student and with career gap, after college, I worked for 8 months in civil engineering company, and after that, I waited for I in deciding my ways. I wasted 1 year, just like just that COVID hit and everything was there. No, so I wasted one other year also. Like I and after that I took 8 months course. So it just fed 3 years of my career gap, right? May not be on a full stretch, but in two breaks. So that's how I took 3 years. So, being a non-tech student with three years of career gap, will that be energizing to you? The recruiters themselves reaching out to you is kind of success to you, right? It pleases you, right? That keep me motivated. And after that, after 30 days and 50 days of challenge, I got my job portal open. So in that, I get a chance to apply for four companies. Those are Deloitte, Infosys, Persistent, and my Innoments. Yeah, I cleared uh, Deloitte exam, but I couldn't clear my interview. What do you people think that I didn't clear this Deloitte interview just because my technical skills are not well? Not actually. The thing is that I missed a basic things, which are a very silly reason it might be, but that included this reason also. I didn't have my background playing. This thing I got to know after attending to these mock interview sessions and interview videos, interview preparation videos. So I'm advising you all not to feel so confident or in any other way. Please take time to attend those sessions and have mock interviews for sure. And after that, I wrote Persistent, Infosys, and sorry, Persistent and Innoments as well. So rest of them went well. I but due to the internet connectivity issues, my persistent didn't go well. So Infosys and Innominds. So I got selected in two of them. I got a chance to choose from the companies. Uh, there were four companies in front of me. I had to choose, right? So two of them are violated from my list, and two are still there. But I chose a company product based because this is product based company and an American based company. So I obviously chose this because there will be a huge learning curve. Uh, so the selection process with Innominds was again a story I'm going to tell you. Before that, um, one second. Yeah, this entire the selection process with Innominds was something a very rush. It's like the first day I got uh, I've applied. The other day, I've received a mail saying that I've received a text saying that you will be having an exam on the very next day. So I wrote the exam. On that day's night itself, I got the result and I had to attend the interview on the very next day. So on that day, what had happened is that I was pretty much worried about this because I missed Deloitte just because I didn't have much knowledge about how to give interview and all that. Interview is not only about every time only about your technical skills. It's always about how you present itself too. right? So this time I woke up and I told next wave people that this is the thing happening with me, could you please support me with the mock interviews and all. I requested them because at that time I didn't have my mock interviews or interview preparation videos. I didn't have them open for me, those were still locked. So I told them, I requested them, and they considered my request and opened for me. And obviously I landed the job. The only thing that was bothering me was that it was not my technical skills at all, because with at least 400 to 600 hours of uh, practice, coding practice and all, I already have gained that much confidence about my technical skills, right? So I also want you all to take this as an example, and please make a note that you should be practicing a lot and a lot until you get your confidence. It's not just about attending the classes, friends. You should be able to practice them, and you should be able to extract the essence. You will be able to extract the essence only by practicing it. Don't get I can say anything like, don't just take it light. Please practice well. Okay, practice gives you another level of confidence. So the only question that was in my mind was, yes, that is career gap. So what should I say if I ask them, if they ask me about career gap? See, now also I'm sharing about my career gap, and my words are stumbled just like that. You could imagine how my mindset back then. So I was pretty much stumbled back then, and I reached out to this team, and they really helped me a lot. What kind of answers I could give, what kind of questions they can answer, and I also rolled out a few questions that the interviews could ask me. And this next wave interview training team, whichever whatever is there, they helped me with those answers, and they gave me some kind of confidence, and I cleared it. Yeah. So I'm telling you, practice well so that you will get enough confidence to attend any kind of interview. And second thing is that please attend mock interview sessions. Okay. You might think this is a really small thing, but that silly thing would actually disturb you from getting your job a lot sooner. And yeah, finally I got this job. So, on I think on Friday, I gave my interview. So I felt like I was confident, but not so much. So I opened my LinkedIn just like that, just like we all are using WhatsApp and Instagram. I was pretty much using this LinkedIn only a lot those times, because I was addicted to those marathons, right? So that way I was building my connections and everything. LinkedIn is something um that will get you addicted uh, in watching other people's progress, and it will give you a lot of knowledge like what's happening in the professional world. So I was building connections. Luckily, I had a thought back then that if I was to know before next wave team telling me. So what I did was I sent a connection request to one of Innomind's employee, and I got to know from him that I got selected before next wave team telling me. So I got selected. I got to know from him, and next wave team also told me, and it was announced on Saturday, and I was to join on Monday itself. So it was within a week or less. The entire process took within a week or less only. So I landed my first job, and as you can see me, being imbalanced, being not to stick everything that I get to have in my hands, because I had my campus placement, and then I moved to a MNC uh, in my career, right? So I was not sticking there. So just like that, they thought that my parents were not so happy. They were happy that I got a platform, and I landed a job in software also. Though this is not my cup of coffee, uh, I still be able to make it, right. So they were happy a bit only. So after that, uh, after a year, after a completing a year, as I told you in my introduction itself, I got a promotion and a hike, and a reasonable hike. When I told them about my promotion and hike, my parents are really happy. Okay, now we you that you will be staying in this career itself. You will be um, going places in this track itself. So we are happy now. You are making it a good You are making a good progress in your career. That's how they are happy. Now everyone is happy. I'm also happy. My company is also happy. How can I say that my company is also happy with me? Yeah. The thing is, as you all know, the recession is being happened now. Many layoffs are happening. In my company also there are layoffs, but happily, uh, all of my peers who got selected from next wave, all are in safe zone only. That's how I can tell my company is also happy with me. Is it just justified, friends? Yeah, yes, that way. Okay, and I would like to give you all a three CTA. Is that okay for you all? Yeah. Okay. I think you all have already caught it up, but I'm telling you again because these are so important. See, friends, it's not always about just joining the platform or finding the right platform. It's always, there should be your efforts always. Your efforts should be there, and your efforts are the only things that take you to places. So be consistent and do hard work, practice for hours, and as I told you, and as you all could know from my story, how important it is to take 50 days of code challenge in LinkedIn and mock interview practice also. So that is all from my side. If you are having any questions, I'm happy to help. I'll be super excited to answer all of your questions, as many as possible. Please share. Yeah, please share. Anyone. People are typing. Saujanya, Amrutam, Bhargavi, Karthik, Vasi. Yeah, thank you. I received your questions. I'm trying to answer. Please wait. Okay, in how many months of coaching you got this job? Just I said before, I joined on April 2021, April 6, 2021, and I got my job. My first day of job was December 6, 2021. Exactly 8 months. Yeah. How is the company's nature? How can a fresher can be given a project? Yeah, it's the company's nature is, it's like, it will be a heaven for you if you are hungry for the knowledge, because it's a product based company. It's not so easy, and it's not so common that a fresher can get into this kind of companies. If you are if you are starting your career with this kind of companies, your learning curve will be exponential. Whatever you learn here, you will be uh, You will be finding every place to expose your talent and know more also. And don't worry, whatever you learn here, that will be helping to you a lot. Only not for the initial few days, according to the time you get to be placed with the company. Some companies provide you the training as well. If not, they'll be giving you the project. You will be having support in the team as well. Your TL and your colleagues will be there. No worries about it. And coming to my experience, it's excellent. I'm very much thankful to my Minds as well. And firstly, I am thankful to Next Wave. Sorry, I didn't say, because you will be in my place sometime soon. You'll be more grateful. You'll be expressing your gratitude so soon. I'm expecting that. Yeah. How to get back on track again while mostly disencouraged and demotivated by personal issues. Yeah, this was also the phase I also faced. So XPM sessions helps you a lot, first of all. And seriously, you don't skip your XPM sessions just because they are not technical. Uh, Sometimes I lose my confidence. How to crack it? Just do a simple task and know your progress and watch XPM sessions. I also did participate in 100 days of coding challenge. Wow, people should do this. And please continue doing it. Don't just stop there until you land on your job. Is this mandatory to take code challenge? It's not actually mandatory from the curriculum part of the side, but it is mandatory if you want to uh, reach to your job soon. It accelerates your learning seriously. So please explain your coding journey and preparation tips for us. Okay, sometimes like in Node.js case, I felt stuck. I told you, and sorry. Okay, preparation tips are like, if you are not getting understood for the first time, repeat it again and again until you have the good command on this. There is no rush. It is self-paced, right? Not everyone is lucky to have a self-paced curriculum. You have it, utilize it. uh, Yokta, Yokta, okay. After joining, is there any challenges in new company environment? How to be stable and sticky with environment? New company is providing training or new member? Okay, three questions from you only. Okay, I'll try to answer one by one. After joining, there are any challenges in a new company environment? Yeah, there might be a few challenges, because with the real time projects, there will be some strict instructions which we were not familiar earlier, no. So we need to follow those guidelines. That is the only challenge, and there are some other but negligible. How to be stable and sticky with environment? With a strong will that if there is any challenge that you are not immediately uh, able to solve it, then you can take your seniors help as well. You can take a pause and think and cool, make yourself uh, comfortable and restart it. No one will be expecting a lot from a fresher, right? So no worries, it won't be that much critical for a fresher. New company is providing training for a new member. It's completely depending upon the time of your joining. Like sometimes companies hire bulk number of people, no, so then they may feel like giving training, or if there is any urgency with the project delivery, they won't. It depends, but your team will help you for sure because you are a fresher, right? Obviously. How did you prepare for these questions? Like కెరీర్ స్విచ్ ఎందుకు అయ్యారు అని అడిగితే ఏం చెప్తారు? ఐఎమ్ సారీ టు టాక్ ఇన్ తెలుగు. నో వరీస్. I'll be explaining the question in English itself. How did you prepare for these questions? Like కెరీర్ స్విచ్ ఎందుకు అయ్యారు అని అడిగితే ఏం చెప్పారు? Okay, I was really honest with my answers because as far as I remember, um, yeah, the first thing was the balance, um, and few other things are also there. And interview, I'm not currently able to answer your questions to the point, but if you go through interview essentials, those sessions help me a lot. And project explanation sessions, and those sessions mostly they were not to be truth to be told, my Innomines team was not so much on my career gap thing. They didn't ask me for it. Actually, no, they didn't ask me in the Deloitte interview. When I was explaining, they didn't check much on that. I just told I've completed in 2019. They were okay with it. They were just focusing on my skills. That will be the case with anyone, friends. I am non-engineering student, so getting fear if company reject me during interview. No, not at all. If you are skilled, you will be getting selected for sure. Because just like how we need job, companies need resources. If they are going to get a project from the client will be asking them how many resources you have. Based on that only, I'll be giving you the uh, project. So in that way, companies also need resources like us. So it doesn't matter from which background you have come from, until and unless you have the enough skill set. I'm from civil engineering. I'm successfully working, and my I one second. I would like to check if I was audible or not. I could see myself mute. Yeah, thank you. Um, Yeah, as I was telling, I'm able to work along with my seniors as well. And currently, I'm giving KT to my seniors as well. Whoever are KT means knowledge transfer about whatever the thing you have done before in the project. If any new member comes in, we need to give them what we have been doing so far, right? That kind of thing I'm giving to the seniors who are like 5 years 6 years experience. So you can see from me also, like it is not at all a backstep. So, which technology you use mostly in your work? Actually, we use React, but what I can tell you is that uh, I'm a front end developer. Even if you are many of whenever you are going to work on something, you must be following your basics. You must be very strong with your basics. So please concentrate more on JavaScript. If you are strong with the basics, any kind of advanced thing that will be getting in the future, you will be able to work with that also. If for the next 20 years React maybe will be there, and after 20 years you may get some other thing, right? So that will be mostly based on JavaScript only. So if you learn JavaScript really well, you'll be able to do in any framework. Uh, how many hours you spend on daily learning? It depends actually, but sometimes it is really interesting, or I don't have any other works. I'll be spending almost I don't really remember the number. I think 5 to 6 hours on an average. One second, please. I'm so happy to answer all of your questions. This session is like So good. I'm receiving questions from you all. So thanks to Karthik, Vasavi, Ayush, Mamata, Sai Surya, everyone. I mean everyone, and everyone who are patiently following the live also. Thank you. Tamim. Uh, Yeah, your question is over. Sumit Kumar, which technology over? How many hours you are done? Should I attend mock interview before completing my entire course, or can I take before completing the course? I just started Node.js. Can I take mock interview now? Actually, you don't have to worry about anything like when should I do this, when should I do that. Anytime they instruct you to take this, just take that. Follow the steps that the curriculum provides you. And my personal suggestion is that after completing the course, taking the mock interview is better than taking it now itself. It is okay if you can take now also. For the technical aspect, take it after the course completion. It's completely depends upon your comfort. Santoshi, hi. I'm very glad that you are motivating non-IT background students. Actually, because I also came from that place only, no, because I was stuck somewhere. I don't want anyone to stuck at least who are in my position, who like I was. Yeah. In your journey, you felt something like this is my cup of tea. Uh, this is, I think, this is not my cup of tea. Okay, not my cup of tea. Is it possible to land into career job? Any self doubt like that? Yeah, obviously, I got so much self doubt. Like after I told you, no, after Python, after clearing those Python assignments, I had that fear inside me, but that doesn't stop me because those simplified ways of teaching from Rahul sir uh, doesn't let that fear to stop me. I am 2016 BTech CSE after 6 years gap. Is it possible to get good IT job? It doesn't matter actually, as long as you are filled, as you are pretty much skilled. See, if you are a resource who is uh, who is here for an interview in front of any recruiter, what all they see is that how much skill you are equipped with. Just complete the course fully with consistency and as early as possible, because that will boost your energy and clear off all of your questions. And okay, you can send me more also. And we have 7 more minutes. I'll be waiting. I think every question that I can answer is already over, right? You can ask any kind of questions like this before. Actually, I'm pretty happy with all of your replies, but more happy with Bhargavi's reply. That sorry, I don't really know. It's Bhargavi only. Yeah, sorry, Ayush Vishwakarma. That uh, he or she said that he also participate in 100 days of coding challenge. Please, all of you, participate in that. You'll thank me later for sure. And I'm also there in LinkedIn. I'll be able to see your. You can tag me also, Pranita Pattikonda. I'll be happy to see your posts on LinkedIn. I'm pretty much active on it. Mm-hmm. Santoshi. Okay. Hi, ma'am. I'm also 16. Hi, ma'am. Yashoda. Okay. Hi, ma'am. I'm so happy that I'm inspired after listening to your session. Okay, thank you. I have a question that I have also have my career gap of 6 years. It will affect my desire to get a tech job. And can you give us any career advice? Uh, yeah, just like I answered to Lava Kumar's question, the same is also applicable for you to Yashoda. There is no need to worry at all. Please complete the course entirely and have the essence. The only thing that make you get selected is that the essence you get from this platform. So be like, if they like create some what I can say difference from other students, like there is no matter that how much gap you have, unless your skills differentiate from you from them. Please have good command, like try to be on top with your technical skills. Prabhu, how to speak such fluent English? Please share some best tricks for learning English and for communication. Yeah, I think you might remember or not. I've told my in my introduction that I'm a Telugu medium student from government school itself. The only thing that made me develop my English talking skills are I'm always hungry for the new languages. I also know Kannada, I also know Hindi. The only thing that get you to places is that hungry for the knowledge. Whenever I heard a new word, I'll write it down and I wait for the chance to use that word. I'll show off a lot. You can also follow that. And you can watch any English movies. For this you can watch English movies or you can practice talking with your friends. Don't panic that you are not talking very good English. Initial days you might not be able to talk very good, but you will get better day by day. Karimullah Sheikh. Hi, how many projects have you completed till now and which is your favorite project? I have completed 5 projects. I am into my 6th project, which is going to be a giant project. Yeah, obviously my first project is my favorite project, which the project is that uh, we all know what is an app, right? The app we worked on was the app that develops apps. So yeah, the session was pretty much, uh, it goes beyond my expectations. I'm very much happy to interact with you all. I'm really happy, and as always, I'm so much grateful for Next Wave for everything. And I would like to reiterate my CTA again that I don't know how many of you have remembered it, but I'm telling you again. Bear with me. The thing is, hard work make you reach places. Please be consistent, and I told you how to be consistent also. That is, attend to those 50 days of challenge, and please have this mock interview sessions also. Thank you everyone. I'm super happy with this session. Thank you everyone for your questions and patience. Can we wrap it up? Yeah. Thank you. Bye.